Oh boy, that smells great. Mm-mm-mm. Yep. Just a little bit of smudge here to start our 420 tarot off. Hi, I'm Gussie. Nice to see you here. I hope that you are having a gloriously fabulous day. What was it that Johnny Depp said in Alice in Wonderland? A frabuous day. Hope you're having one. I know that we here at the Covenstead have had a really great day. We had some visitors earlier today, Fired Up, and his significant other stopped by. I hesitated on that person's name because I wasn't sure if they wanted to be announced or not. So until I find that, I won't speak the name. But we got to see Fire, and Patch has been working on some jewelry projects that she's been inspired to finish, and Grim has been writing, and I even wrote yesterday. It's been sort of a really fabulous, frabuous, creative flow time. So I hope you also find yourself in the creative flow that is happening all around us. You know, it's always there. It's always there. But it just depends sometimes on your frame of mind, if you're able to access that creative flow. I know that sometimes I have been, I felt sort of unconnected to that, disconnected from it. I remember feeling, I used to refer to my creativity as my bubbles, and one time I talked to one of my professors in university from my undergrad about losing my bubbles. I felt like I had lost them. And she said, you know, that's the thing about growing older. Your bubbles will come and go, and you just have to get used to going with the flow. And so that's what we've been doing around here, is going with the flow. And I know that's something that we say quite a bit, go with the flow, you know, get in the same boat and go in the same direction, go with the flow kind of thing. But this time, it really is also about not just not like no longer resisting a pull that you may have. That flow, when I say, you know, go with the flow, it doesn't mean jump in the river and do it just like everybody else. It means respond to that pull of energy that you feel called to. Respond to that. Jump in that river and let that river carry you away. I'm not talking about the big, you know, chasm of of lost souls that are flowing down the river, not knowing which direction they're headed. Those are the unawakened ones. Those are the ones that they go over the falls without even aware that they're coming up on imminent danger. We're the awakened ones that know that this spiritual journey is all about perfect timing and yet being in a cycle. We know that we could go over that edge at any time. We also know that we are constantly seeking to expand the way we think, to broaden our horizons, if you will, and that by doing so, I don't know, I guess it brings more resources to the table, doesn't it? It's suddenly like, I don't know, things start to make a little more sense. Things are a little more clear. And especially if you can let go of some of those shadows that we talk about, some of that baggage, before you jump in the flow, so that you're unencumbered down that river of creativity. Hell, I don't even need to pull a card today to feel that there are a number of you that needed to hear these words, and that I know I'm speaking them clearly today. I can feel it. I can feel it coursing through me as if I was standing in front of you right now, or sitting. Wouldn't it be nice if we could have tea? And maybe we will. I'm still going to pull a card. I hope that you can feel that we are not alone in this space right now. I hope that you can feel that our beloved ancestors, our spirit guides, animal guides, plant and crystal allies, our own past lives, guardian spirits, and your own divine connection to the goddess energy. It's here with us now, and may we be guided toward our own next best step. May the words that I share be heard clearly and understood. May we ask for protection and safety in this space, because when we're here, let's be honest, we have to keep our guards up nowadays. But all negative energies are cast aside. All negative energy, all malevolent spirits, anything that's here for the undoing of someone amongst us. If anyone is here or anything is here to cause havoc or chaos, let that be unwound and recast to the universe. Only those that are here may be here for our utmost and highest good. And so it is. Wow. Yes, I don't know if you noticed, but that full moon energy on Monday was super. It was really a super pink moon. And if you haven't already done so, we're going to talk about this a little bit more, but we had talked earlier this week about unburdening yourselves of certain things, and I hope that you've taken some time to do just that over the last few days. It's important to do so, because when you get into the process of overthinking, sometimes that overthinking can cause that creativity that you have to basically shrivel up and shut down. It's kind of like that whole thought about, when you're a young couple, if you are of, if you're planning on having children together, a lot of times people will say, well, there's no perfect time. And there really isn't, because when you're a first-time parent, you're never quite sure what you're going to get into until you're actually in it. And then it's like gloriously you suddenly know how to take care of this little helpless infant. But creativity is something like that in a way. It needs to be nurtured and cared for and constantly given a little bit of energy, just like feeding a fire would be. When we overthink things, it's like the energy that we could be giving to that creative force, that flow, if you will, goes into all these little dominoes, all these little overthinking moments where suddenly our energy is going in 5,000 different directions instead of really where it needs to be focused right now. The two cards that I pulled, because they sort of wanted to come out together, is the Five of Swords and the Six of Swords. And yeah, lovely cards. They speak wholeheartedly, hi Jumpy, to the concept of finding your creativity, feeding that inner spirit, that spark, that sometimes overthinking it is just going to slow you down. Sometimes you just need to do. And I feel like that's a lesson all of us could really listen to. Sometimes some of us are a little too impulsive. We don't think enough. And sometimes there are those of us that overthink things, and the universe ends up taking us over the waterfall because we haven't made our own decisions. Some of us are so certain that we don't want people making the decisions for us, we hang on to the edge or stay up out of the flow because we don't want to get in it, because we don't want to be told we're doing it wrong, or we're somehow not right about it. There's something that needs to be fixed or changed, or so we just stand kind of on the edge, impudently looking in, or sometimes we're afraid to see what's in the water, what's in there if I do jump in that flow. Yep, it's time to let that go, isn't it? Let's work on that this week. What do you say? I know it doesn't change overnight. If it changed overnight, I wouldn't have something to talk about every day here at 420 Tarot, would I? But I know we're together in this, and I know that we can, talk things through. As always, if you ever have a question, reach out to me, please. I'd rather have you ask than to wonder. And if I know the answer, I'll share it. And if I don't know the right answer, I'll point you in the right direction if I can. I hope that you stay magical. I hope that you enjoyed this 420 Tarot, and I hope you join me again soon. Take care.